Okay, this is Free Me From Anxiety, Part 2. I'm a mature tranny who needs not to worry so much about passing, or being humiliated and mocked, or subjected to snickering pointed fingers and insults, or people getting up and moving when I sit down, like on the bus. In the past, I had to make sure someone was standing with me at the bus stop, so the bus would stop and not just drive by, especially if it were the last bus. One time when the last bus didn't stop, I was so exhausted I fell asleep right there on the sidewalk and got robbed of most of my money. I was homeless and had been awake working without a break for 5 days and nights, from one day to the next. I would keep working when I had nowhere to live, strolling in heels and barely clothes, from high track at night to low track during the day, through evening, then back again, until the drugs couldn't keep me awake any longer. Eventually I would hit the wall and pass out wherever. At times it got to be quite comical. I would nod off while giving head. Damn near bit the dude's dick off a couple of times. I suddenly came to and yow! Thank God they were big fellas and very bulged teeth. It was so embarrassing. I suppose with me it was like putting a soother in a baby's mouth. I wouldn't even bother trying to flag a cab during daylight. A late morning date was absolutely stunned. He insisted on grabbing a cab back to my place. The cabbies would take one look at me, then keep right on going. My date even went and got a cab on his own, then came back to pick me up, only to either have the cabbie keep going when I quickly pull away as I attempted to get in, or refuse to move until I got out. Finally, the 5th cab we tried let me get in. It seemed a bit easier during the evening, as they wouldn't realize it was a tranny till we're already moving. Although, I can remember being dumped by a date way out on 49th and Main Street after the buses had retired, and had to walk down Main Street dressed in nothing but my little bolero jacket, my white lace see-through miniskirt, G-string, garters, and 6-inch heels. No cabbie would pick me up till I was almost at Broadway. I even tried to bribe as I was passing by any one of 3 or 4 cabbies parked at a corner, without success, as they just laughed at me in my late-night predicament. I tried to reassure myself that much of the attention, hollers and hoots, is because with my outfits and tattoos, I'm a recognizable and known prostitute, and not so much for the reason of being a visible male to female transsexual. I have a better understanding as what it must be like for a woman to venture out alone at night, in what for many is still very much a man's world, especially if she's ever been sexually assaulted, robbed, beaten, or all of the above. Dressing more like a lady my age should downplay the attention and notoriety, which should help to relieve my anxiety. Thank you.